friend of mine was just at the farm this week, and he said, did you see the new science about dairy fat? Turns out dairy fat doesn't give you high cholesterol, clog your arteries, and kill you. I said, some of us that grew up drinking 4.3% butterfat milk straight out of the bulk tank, non-homogenized, unpasteurized, already didn't trust the science of skim milk that's been thrust upon us since the 1970s. You see, I talked about this in my book, Food Fear, and I want to revisit it again. Generally, agriculture loses when we go too heavy into the science. I'll tell you why it's more important now than ever to think about when we're communicating our messaging about the business of agriculture. Number one, science is mistrusted, distrust. There's mistrust in science because, especially in the last 4 years, what did we hear? Masks save your life. Vaccines save your life. Oh, no, they really don't prevent transmission. There was a lot of bastardized science in the name of political and profit outcomes in the last 4 years. So mistrust of science is as bad as it's ever been. Science is misunderstood. This is the other tough one. Not being mean, I'm being really honest here. We do fine with a frank discussion with our customers. We do fine when we talk about the emotional side of eating. We do a really bad job, and we don't win many battles when we start talking about the science of food because A, it's been bastardized so much, and also it's misunderstood. Let's face it. Most customers have not gone to the university level and completed scientific classes. It's a tough battle then when you're pushing that. Thirdly, science has been misused forever. Crisco was safer than lard, according to the manufacturers. These things have been going on for a long, long time, and Nina Teicholz in her book, The Big Fat Surprise, talks about this at great length. This has been going on for a long time. So when science can be bought and paid for, is it really an academic endeavor, or is it an endeavor in achieving outcomes to sell products? So when we use science, we generally lose. If you want another example of that, let me just point out, there was a few years ago, Bayer went into courtrooms and their lawyers argued about the safety of glyphosate to a bunch of non-agricultural jurors and lost and settled for billions and billions of dollars. Instead of talking about the emotional gain of using herbicide, they went with the science, and the point is they lost. So when we use science, we generally lose. Mistrust, misused, misunderstood. Not anti-science myself. I'm telling you, it doesn't work for our agriculture's messaging. Damian Mason coming at you from De La Rosa Farms on a hike with my dog, thinking about the science and you. Let me know if I can help you with any of your agricultural meetings coming up in 2025.